it is time to continue this week's iCast, your freaking awesome replays. It's very quiet. I think my earphones aren't plugged in very well. There we go. It's coming through the left ear a lot stronger than the right. I'm so paranoid about my package coming. We'll be good, we'll be good. Anyway, guys. Alright, guys, it is time for iCast, your freaking awesome replay. It is game 2 of the climate change challenge. Carbon tax challenge. Basically, interrupt your opponent's gas mining as much as possible, is what people did for the last week. Oh, can you guys do me a favor, mods? Can you update the ICFAR challenge to say new ICFAR topic will be announced on November 5th? So basically, when I'm back from BlizzCon, just say new ICFAR announced November 5th when back from BlizzCon. If you guys can do that, that would be great. Guys, looks like Chester has sent a Captain Dickhead in. He's going to go for a gas steal. That one's there. A little bit obvious. That gives it away. Chester! Uh-oh, Chester's gone for the gas steal, but he's being blocked. This SCV says, hey, taste my drill. The SCV says, that's kind of gross, dude. It tastes like metal and minerals and dirt and stuff from you digging. And decides to turn into a big old tentacle that is humping the shit out of those extractors. I personally find it incredible. Like, have you guys ever grown plants? Has anyone in chat done gardening? Because I used to think it was really unrealistic that an extractor or even any Zerg building can just come out of a single drone. But the way I like to imagine it is it's kind of like a seed. You guys ever see a seed? It's like a tiny little thing, and somehow there's all this energy, and when it gets activated, it like fucking bursts out this big thing with like just a bit of water and stuff is all it needs. It's crazy, dude. Now, the one thing though is it does take several weeks for that to happen. This happens in like 6 seconds, but it's an RTS. I like to imagine that took a week there. That took a week. The drone took a week. It's like a seed and it goes, and then over a week it turns into this big, gigantic, gas-hugging, filthy thing, okay? It's pretty amazing. Apparently bamboo's pretty amazing as well. But yeah, seeds are crazy. This tiny little thing that like turns into this big fuck-off thing. It's crazy, guys. Nature is incredible. People are like, yeah, plants grow, pig. There's a thing called childbirth as well, where a tiny human grows inside another human. That's how the world works. I'm like, it's fucking amazing. If you guys aren't amazed by it, you're all too old and bitter. You need to rediscover your childhood fascination with the world. Anyway, guys, there is no challenge for a couple of weeks. We will announce a new one, as I was just saying, in a little while when I get back from BlizzCon. I fly off tomorrow morning, and we are going to see that gas getting taken down there. Behind this, expansion, factory, all the good stuff. What I like about Chester is he said, I'm going to put a carbon tax on you. I'm going to block your gas. I'm going to obstruct your ability to mine these goddamn fossil fuels. Meanwhile, I'm going to take the base, which has like, this is coal right here. This is like, it's accessible, it's cheap to mine, and it pollutes 10 times harder than literally anything else. So Chester's the guy who is playing a Civ game in the Gathering Storm expansion, goes and fucking censures all the enemies for being like, oh, you guys are polluting too much, guys, we need to protect the environment. And then it's like the year fucking 2300 and everyone's launching space colonies and he's still got coal factories everywhere. And you're like, dude, that's just unnecessary. That's not even efficient. You're just polluting for no fucking reason. He's like, I just like ocean. I would like the ocean, there to be more of it. I want it to be higher. I want beaches to be flooded. And you're like, this is fucked up, Chester. You just put a carbon tax on your opponent and you're gonna just go and mine as much of this shit as possible. You're a friggin' hypocritical piece of shit. So Chester, confirmed arsehole, is gonna go for some sort of roach push here. And the opponent has Hellions and Medivacs building 2 at a time. If you guys are ever wondering what a good Terran composition is, I mean, this is just it. Hellions and Medivacs, I don't think I've possibly ever heard of a better army composition than that, because the Medivacs don't attack and the Hellions also basically don't attack. So you've got 2 units that don't do damage, which combined is a double no damage. And if you guys have finished your second year of Florencio Science School, you would know that double no damage equals triple damage because of the double no damage paradox. I can't explain it, only Florencio can, but as you can see, look, they might even kill 1 roach. Santia Faker is getting absolutely ravaged right now, pun intended, because we're about to see the roaches morph into ravagers and he's gonna friggin' die. I think SCVs are actually the best fighting unit in his arsenal right now. If Sandia Faker pulls the Drilly Boys, they can take out these roaches. It will not be efficient, but they can get the job done. Oh, the SCVs, you got to A-move, buddy. They do end up A-moving. Those roaches do start to fall here. And, oh my god, yep. Hellbats, okay. Hellbats plus Medivacs, that's actually a thing. This command center is going down, though. Sandia Faker is having that command center burnt. Chester's like, I better build spines and spores around my base that's on your side of the map, and is consistently pulling off gas and then putting on gas. So my theory is the UN have come and they keep inspecting, and they're like, dude, you keep mining this coal and shit and you're ruining the environment. So every time the inspectors come, I think he's pulling off gas, pretending he's not mining, waiting till the inspectors are gone, and then he's going back on gas. Yeah, Chester's basically your classical opportunistic piece of shit. Willing to try and put the hurt on his opponents and restrict their mining. By the way, yes, he did bring 2 drones and just steal the gases on that natural. Chester, making some big boy moves in this game. It's going to start pulling those roaches back. Pull back the Raider Point Roach. Raider Point Roach does get burnt down. Hellbats versus roaches. Little bit of an awkward scenario, but you know what? If the roaches aren't microed, the Hellbats do just fine, trading out relatively evenly. We've got 2 Liberators, 2 Mines, 2 Medivacs, and a Marauder. Thankfully, the Marauder's been taking a lot of steroids, as you can see. Each of his shoulders is like 6 times the size of his head. He's like, look at me, aesthetics bro. And you're like, you look like a fucking child's toy. You don't look like a real person. You look like a fucking Blizzard character. You guys ever seen any Blizzard character in any game? I feel like there's some fetish for their design team of like dudes with shoulders that are 16 times the size of their fucking everything. It's like literally you could fit both of their hamstrings and their head inside one shoulder pad. It's like every Warcraft character is just like, seriously, like this is unnecessary and weird, and it's also just got to be cumbersome, dude. That's got to just fuck up your agility. You guys try and fight with a sword with shoulder pads, like can they even move properly in that shit? Is it some sort of special mithril lightweight armor? I don't even know. I just know Blizzard are a bit obsessed with shoulder pads, and it's weird. There's some sort of fetish there. Maybe, you know, I guess Blizzard is an older company. Maybe the original guys, they grew up in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s. For those of you who don't remember, shoulder pads very big in the style. A lot of women had the really fucking weird shoulder pads poking out with their tops. It was a weird thing that was very common and popular. Maybe one of them had like a first sexual experience with someone with shoulder pads. You know, you know what they say, right? That's the imprint for people when their first kind of erotic experiences is kind of it lays down the blueprint for the rest of the things that attract them for the rest of their life. So he's just spent the rest of his life drawing people with gigantic fucking shoulders. As you know, I guess he's trying to recreate the magic or something. I don't know. That's my theory. Might say more about me than it does about the Blizzard art team and the weird things that go through my brain. But you know what? I want to get to the bottom of it. Giant shoulder pads. It's a bit weird. Kind of up there with Kerrigan's heels. Something I've been trying to figure out for many years. Have heard a theory that they couldn't make her look normal walking around, so they just gave her heels because it made it easier to animate. Which is a bit of a cop-out. I still think it's because Abathur's a fucking pervert, but you know, Blizzard's standing by that argument. They're like, no, it makes the animation look more realistic. I'm like, pretty sure you guys, Abathur's just a fucking... doesn't like successful women as well in the workplace, wants to try and, you know, cut down Kerrigan's combat ability by giving her a handicap, and he's like, oh look, she can't even fight that good. I knew we should have kept a Zerg. Should have kept one of those Cerebrate slug dudes from Brood War. They would have done a much better job, see? See, we shouldn't pay Kerrigan as much. And then she turns into a fuck-off angel and kills everyone anyway, so, I mean, at least it's good to know Abathur's attempt to handicap the feminist cause was a failure. You know what's not a failure though? This Overseer. He's ready to throw down Nidus Worm number 3 up here. I like how we're really talking about this game, by the way. Definitely not rambling. It's very on point, the commentary. That's a corrupt... What the fuck is a corruptor doing? No. Oh my god, guys, we're going to see the double piss squad. Oh, the double piss squad, guys. You know, there's one thing, which is protesting the outside the coal plant, and then there's going up to the coal plant and pissing on it. Next level protest here. Environment warriors coming forward. Chester, double Corruptor squad. There's only a few Marines that can shoot up. Oh, what's going to go down first? The refinery or the Corruptor? Oh, the Corruptor's going to fall. They have to abandon their piss spray. One of them does go down, but at least they do set the gases on fire there at the same time. An attack looking to come in, but they do end up pulling back. Chester's whole goal in this game is just to kill the opponent's gas geysers. It's kind of great. Santi is like, I don't even need gas, but I'm so focused on that. I've been supply blocked for the last 2 minutes and I haven't noticed. My main base is empty of mining because I've been distracted. And this one pervy boy just hanging out there. He's just waiting to throw another Nidus worm down. This guy's waiting to do a bit of a PP on the base as well. We've got another coal plant going up over here. We'll take those gases in the future, no doubt. And it's, yeah, I mean, 2-2 upgrades are on the way for the Terran. This bio is going to kick ass. 5 barracks as well. So if Santia can just, hasn't built a depot still. So, okay, 1 depot. You know, when you've been supply blocked for 3 minutes and you've got 2,000 minerals in the bank, I'm not sure if 1 depot's enough to catch up. Oh, there we go. He's going to throw down a couple more. That's something. That's a thing. I think you need a few more. I think we need like 8 depots building right now, guys. I always love it when someone's supply blocked for like 3 minutes and they just drop a supply drop and go back to building units and they're like, hey, I'm supply blocked again. And then they build 1 depot and that finishes instantly supply blocked. Like, how am I supply blocked again? You're like, you realize you have an economy, right? Like, you need more than 1 depot, mate. Santi has had enough though, is like, screw spending me money, I'm gonna push ya. Unfortunately for him, that's what we call a fuck off of Zerg. That's the tactical and strategic name to describe that number of Zerg units. And a fuck off of Zerg turns out pretty good at surrounding a bio move out. Oh God, Drilly Boy's on the line. Hey, it's not their fault they chose to mine gas. They were ordered to do it. But you know what? People are too angry. They've had their requests to slow down the emissions denied for too long. And this is the Greater Swarm right here. That's what they call themselves. Round 2 of Piss came in, took out those refineries, focused down these ones. And they're like, you know what? We're angry. We're pissed off. We're even gonna kill the workers in the factory. We know it's not their fault, but we want vengeance, mate. That Widow Mine unfortunately also does want vengeance. Oh my God, no depots, right? Are you kidding? How are these Zerglings still alive? They go for the fucking refinery. No, if he gets another one, this is godlike. I love it. There's like 1,000, yeah, there's 1,000 gas in the bank, but it's like, nah, you're not mining anymore, mate. You've already messed up this planet too much, all right? You're not gonna mess it up anymore. Santi is like, what the shit is happening in this game? And I think that refinery may indeed burn down. Great upgrades for Santia, but just inconsistent production. And we're gonna hit another supply block at 125 soon. Oh, starts repairing it. Starts rebuilding that gas. And those gases. Half the SCVs aren't mining right now. Dude, Santia has like 14 idle workers or some shit, I think. They're just like all over the shop, just hanging out. We don't see a good economy for Chester. But Chester finally taking the gases here is like, yeah, let's mine the middle bases. Okay, it's just pure Baneling army, by the way. So this is an army which literally cannot be cost efficient. It literally cannot. It's, oh no! The P squad, Environment Warrior P squad. I mean, they did make their protests heard. Those guys are gonna smell a little bit like ammonia for the next couple weeks. Just the raw volume of piss. Oh no, Widow Mines, Banelings, Widow Mines. Oh my God. Oh. Turns out pure Baneling is not that good versus Marauder Widow Mine. The more you know. I'm learning new things every day, guys. And it's 2-2 upgrades versus 0-0. Chester's dead, dude. I mean, I don't mind a few losses being included in these, but it's just so funny because like there was so many layers of troll to this. I'm like, at some point you can stop trolling and start doing some normal stuff. Oh, the Widow Mine friendly fire? Oh, no. The Zerglings pulled back and actually lured it away from the Marauders into their own units. And, oh, people complaining in chat already. They're saying, gosh, Terran was supply blocked for 10 years and he still wins. Turns out, taking 2 bases in the middle and never going past 40 drones, then making a pure Baneling composition, clumping them up into a Widowmine, is not a good Zerg strategy. It's like both players are fucking up really bad. Oh, all the Banelings blow up on a single Maroon. Chester should have abandoned this base. There was no reason to fight here. He's going to try to make a Mutalisk swap, but like... I don't know, dude. That's 18 Marines and Medevacs. Chester's like, I may have tried to troll too hard here. I mean, he was doing Zergling run bys to snipe down refiners. I admire it. I hope this is like Florencio mutas, by the way. So Santia really should be diving across the map right now, rather than spending so long here. Gotta go, 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 like you're on the time. But Santia has no idea where the bases are. Hasn't seen anything on this map. And has no idea what's happening. It's like 333 upgrades are on the way, but is not building units. Finally building more depots here to get on supply block. We've got 5 mutas out. 9, 10 more on the way. I mean, there's like mass Widow Mines and 18 Marines. There's no way mutas can win this fight. There is like literally no way. There should be no way Zerg can win this game even. All right, he's gonna run the drones. That's a better choice. Run, no, the mutas. Oh my God, no, what are you doing? Don't do that. Oh my God, just runs the drones into the Widow Mines. Oh, Chester. Oh, Chester. Okay, he's gonna throw in the towel. All right. This is it, man. They're like, we could surrender, but I'm a rich Zerg overlord. I'm gonna make me workers go kill themselves first. And you're like, are you sure you should do that? Like, don't you think maybe you could surrender and then your workers could survive? And they're like, no, I'll let them die first because they're poor. They're poor shitheads that, you know, we should try to die. Get them killed. Get them chopped up a little bit. GG. Well played, Chester. I do like the commitment to it. May have gone a little bit too far on the troll strats. And GG, well played, mate.